Did I close my presentation? No, there it is. All right. So, objective 3.3, properties of logarithms. Um, by the end of today, your focus is to know the properties of logarithms. How does you can manipulate them and use them? So hopefully you will, or write this, I will use the product rule for logarithms. You will use the quotient rule for logarithms. You will use the power rule for logarithms. Then you will be able, based on that, to expand the logarithmic expressions, condense them, and then we'll do the base change property, which is kind of cool. So this we can definitely get into today. They don't take very long. They're just rules. So I can change this, right? Because you got this picked up, written down already. Here's your first rule. This is the product rule. This is the product rule. This product rule says if you have the log base b of m times n, you can split it up into two separate logs. Log base b of m plus log base b of n. I'll give you another example. Log base 2 of 5x. Okay, that can be rewritten as log base 2 of 5 plus log base 2 of x. Okay, so you're expanding that. Questions on the product rule?
Yeah, how come it's not like...
It's not like what?
Why aren't they multiplying? Yeah, why, if you're adding them, how come it's not like 5 times that?
Well, they are being multiplied. Here, you see the 5 times 2? So the product rule for logarithm says this is equivalent to taking the sum of this and that. Okay? So you can split up, and I'll show you what actually got split up. You got 5x, here's the 5, here's the x. They're still to the log base 2. Okay? That's the only thing that you can do there. And of course, that should also be able to work in reverse. Reverse, reverse.
Yeah.
Today's the first.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
I thought about that.
I can't wait for a break.
Thanksgiving week.
Oh, wait a minute. We don't have school Monday, do we?
No,
What?
it's the 11th. The 11th. It's the
Is it
11th.
this Monday or the next Monday?
The following Monday, the 11th.
You got my hopes up.
Oh, you're serious?
I'm not be happy, man. That's money on
Yeah, it's the 11th.
That's all right, because it'll be, what, 4-day week, and then it'll be a short week again?
Yeah.
So,
Monday, Tuesday.
I tell you guys, like this quarter, after quarter 1, you're done with the year. You're, swear to God. Like, after quarter 1, quarter 2 is a joke, because you're, like, never here. And then,
Yeah. really
after
short.
that,
We have
it
like
really does go really fast. Like, there's less holidays in the second semester, but you will not know where it went. Because you also have, like, testing in there and stuff. So, and you know what, guys? By the time you're seniors, you'll be like, where did the last 4 years go?
I know.
It can't come fast enough, can it, ladies? In May, you'll say, in May they will. In May, they'll realize that. Right now, you're like, All right, so here's another example for you guys. Asha. I got log base 6 of 7 times 11. Split it up, just another example for you. Clear here?
Yeah.
Girl.
Hold on, I'm talking. It don't do.
Let's look at the
Don't shut it. Don't do it.
quotient rule.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Did I say subtraction?
No, you say quotient. But she said it's
Now,
going
what
to be
is it?
subtraction.
No, I said if it's multiplying right there, and then it goes to adding, so if it's going to get divided, then it might be
Oh, you were foreseeing. You mathematical genius, you. So,
Can you just multiply it so it's log base 6 of 77?
yeah, but we're just showing you what are the properties that you can use. But yeah, here is the quotient rule. If you are dividing two things, then you can express them as the difference of the two logarithms with the same base. Okay.
I know, I notched my notebook.
Oh, what are you doing?
I was emailing your dad this morning because I like to talk to him. And then I'm like, And I see this is like Ernesto Razzo, and I'm like, why is there an image of?
That's me.
Yeah, I
No,
took a
that's not
second.
me, but that's
That's your image, yeah.
it's Ariana's on here.
Is it?
No, it's not, but
What?
it's her visual.
Who is it?
It's her visual she used on her tour. I know
Okay.
all the choreo. It's that picture.
I don't. But I'm like, man, Mr. Razzo, you're getting hit with it. And then it took me a second though, and like, wait a minute. That's an ID.
Oh wait, are you okay?
I'm just imagining my dad.
That is funny. Can you imagine Abby?
Oh god.
I'm gonna tell my dad.
Walked the dab once and he went like that.
That would be great. Like, he just finished in Late Some Conquer or something, just comes out and be like,
Wait. She told my dad to dab one time and he went like this.
Wait, go back. It wasn't done.
that's great.
He dab.
That's great. He did dab.
Okay, now you're good.
Speaking of candy, I like Snickers and Reese's Cups.
Let's go.
I have
Did you go yesterday?
I have one.
I also like those.
I passed out, man.
Wait, you didn't take your
Reese's
kids?
is my
Hell
favorite.
no, that's scary.
You didn't take your kids?
We're recording here. Let's move on.
Moving up.
Here's a sample.
Wait, what'd you like?
Snickers and Reese's Cups.
Yeah.
And they're better when they fall on the ground.
What?
They're all like the vending
You're not
Yeah,
doing
that's
your
why they do the vending machines, right? They gotta drop down first, like full flavor potential now. So here's an example. I do have a quotient. I can express this as log base 8 of 23 minus log base 8 of x. Okay. Alright, simple enough?
Wait, so writing this down.
Oh my gosh, little boy, you know what Georgia is?
I need to get your dad a copy of Los Brazos.
What?
There's a band in Mexico. They're called Los Brazos. They're good too. So I was like, bro, this is your
His
familia.
favorite. Wait, so your birthday? What?
Ramon Ayala. Who?
Joan Sebastian.
Oh, Johnson. He's a legend.
That's his favorite.
Cannot be anybody's favorite.
Wait, I'm lost.
Ew, I'm like 3 months old and 4.
Sounds like we're good here.
There.
Okay. Do this for me, please.
I'll still get my birthday.
I'm already lost.
Wait. Why? Because you're I'll be 16.
So this girl
Oh, wait, no, I'll be
take my
16.
shirt to I wanted to get
Yikes.
it so bad.
Yikes.
Yeah. Just realized I'll be
I'll let
16
Munoz
next
make the
month.
call.
Why?
Any fucking cool.
This should be
Should be ln e
ln e to the fifth minus.
ln e to the 11. Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
That's a nice LN right there.
So you should end up with 5 ln 11.
That's a log base.
Oh yeah, because it's.
You mathematical genius, you. Questions on how ln 5 to the e, sorry, ln e to the 5th became 5?
No.
No.
Anybody? No?
Oh my gosh. Wait, wasn't it like that other one where it was like, oh, they're the same, then like the exponent is the anti or something?
Right, because here's for those that can't see it, ln is simply log base e. You got e to the 5th, right? So
Just they can't do that.
e to something gives you e to the 5th. What was the exponent then? 5. Or you can just say, oh, that's a 1. Or it undoes itself, however you want to think of it. I can change slide? Gone. Okay. This is called the power rule. This is the power rule.
Does it mean you have power?
The power rule lets you take an exponent and kick it to the front. Kind of like this problem that we just did. You guys see that right there? The power rule says I could take this 5 and write it up front as 5 ln e minus ln 11,
It'd still be the same thing.
it would. But it's just a rule saying I could take that 5 that's on the exponent and kick it to the front, convert it to a product.
So
Okay.
that what it's saying is like even if you put it there, it's gonna be the same thing.
And you probably will end up with, yeah, you'll end up with the same thing because what is ln e?
It's the same thing.
That's
It'll
just
be
1, right?
So it'll be
You got 5 minus
ln
ln 11.
Okay. That's all it's saying.
That's what the power rule is saying.
Can you go back to the slide?
What? Go back to the
No,
slide?
no, wait.
I should know, wait.
Okay, you can go ahead and go.
That's what I thought it was.
I'm flying without my glasses.
I was actually gonna do like a Yahtzee kind of thing, but like I couldn't think of the second part.
I was thinking of that video. Look,
Yahtzee, no?
Is that the lesson? Are we done?
No. No, we're halfway through the slides, broski.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Commentate.
I didn't see that.
Commentate. Please pat my head.
What?
Good. What? Who drew that?
What?
Boy.
Don't change it.
I gotta put my markers away. People be drawing some weird things. A blockhead over there.
That's you, Mario.
You guys ever see Gumby? That's what that reminded me of, blockheads. Alright, going.
Yes.
Alright, evaluate this for me, please.
Hey, is the test next Friday?
No, the test is next Friday.
Okay. Just say okay.
Okay.
No, it's next Friday.
Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line.
I watched Beetlejuice last night.
Did
It's
you?
So cool.
It is great, isn't
I
it?
haven't watched it since I was like in 3rd grade.
You wanna know one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was? The Never-Ending Story.
Never seen it.
Does this work? Can you still
I was watching Charlie Brown's Pumpkin Patch.
What? Can you still do what?
Can you still put the 9 in front?
You kick the 9 to the front.
Yeah.
And log.
You got log
Base
6, 3. And what is log base 6, 3? I'm just kidding, guys. It's
My
not
face
nice.
was like.
It's not nice.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
I'm sorry, I've got some.
You can't do anything else.
It
after
used to
that, right?
be. They changed it because the math wasn't working anymore. JK, smiley face. Alright,
What the?
What the
another.
heck is this?
Come on, try to figure it out. It's just gonna be hit you.
Don't stress. You were killing these yesterday.
I'm stressed.
Oh, wait.
You were killing them yesterday. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And log.
Is that a banana
Yeah,
nut
one
muffin?
LNX. Yeah, one. Wait. When yours.
I think I have heartburn right now. Someone gave me candy. Mexican candy. I'm starting to think so. You know which ones are really good too, Tara? Which ones are really good? The sour cream ones. Have you had that?
Sour cream.
Yeah, banana hands down. But they make the cream cheese one.
Starbucks makes a really good one.
I can't afford Starbucks.
Would it be 1/3 LNX?
What'd you get?
1/3 LNX.
Yeah. There you go,
Wait,
Nate.
is that the answer?
Yeah.
No, we didn't answer anything. It's not the answer.
It's just a simpler form.
Yes, that's the simplest form. Or the simpler form, I guess.
Simpler.
Alright, next. Okay, go. I try not to make it challenging. I just try to prepare you. Jump in the night.
From.
The only reason why I know that song is because when I went to
Oh,
they always play that song.
Oh, wow, did you just tear that open already?
Okay,
Oh, like I want to see which brand it was. she'll put like a vanilla pudding in there to make it moist.
I make like banana bread at the house like once a month, and but I have to make like cans of it because my dad takes 2 of them to work, and the rest of them we just like eat at the house.
Wow.
It's like gone in a week.
Yeah, my wife made me one time the cream cheese one and the sour cream one. They're so good. Oh, I love it.
I want cheese.
What happened?
But
Cheesecake is amazing.
I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake is.
We could never be friends then.
You want this muffin, dude?
All right, what you guys come up with? So you have 2 log of x plus the log of 4, right? No, it's addition.
that would make it multiplication.
Yeah, I was just testing you. Don't play with me, right? My bad.
Don't play with me right now.
Don't test me. I got this on lock. There you go then.
Exactly.
I get it. I don't want to say anything because sometimes when I say something, I'm usually wrong. I'm like, okay, then.
No, you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid. Okay.
He takes up the whole thing. He takes up the whole thing.
All right. Now try this then.
End up with multiplication.
Rushi's Gracies.
Okay, I don't know how to do this one.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you try it. Okay. Hold it.
You all right there?
Yeah, I don't know how to do this one.
Oh, I know this one.
Aduro. Yes, mama. Oh, it's a triceratops.
Is it a squishy?
Why does he have spots?
Yeah, we named them Triceratops.
Triceratops?
Is it a squishy? Can I see it? I probably won't catch. I don't have my glasses.
Mariana.
Can you throw it? Please?
I don't want to throw it.
No, no,
Do
no.
you want me to throw it?
No.
How about I toss it?
Throw it. Just throw it. Yeah. Thanks.
Just
they
catch the
love
ball.
squishy. I
I
have
think I got
Got
it.
it, Gunner?
I think I got it.
I like squishy.
What'd you come up with?
They're like foamy.
Okay, shh. Gunner's going. Go.
Log base B, x to the
all my
4th
history.
One more time.
log base B
Log base b, x to the 4th.
plus log base B, then the cube root of y. Yeah, cube
Okay.
root of y.
Now you can keep going here. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how the.
All right. So for the first part, we can use our power rule
Yeah.
to kick this to the front. So that would be 4
Log base bx
log base bx.
plus 1/3
Now this third root of y is y to the 1/3, right?
Uh-huh.
So imagine that that's this. That means this is a power that I can kick to the front. So then you would get 1/3 log base b
Y.
y.
Yeah, I got it. Let's go.
Let's
I didn't
go.
get that.
I got it. I understood it. I remember.
Lucky you. It's okay.
What?
She's like, oh, well. I just noticed you used 2 rules in that one.
Yes, you did. What's up? So we started here. How do you go back the other way? Well, I would see that I have these numbers up front, these coefficients. So I would say, okay, I'm going to start by put it back up. So that's log base b, x to the 4th, right? And then plus, oh, that's another coefficient that I can kick as an exponent. That would make this log base b, y to the 1/3. Oh, I don't really do 1/3. I do that as the cube of y, because it's power over root, right? So then I have this, and I can say, oh, I've got the sum. I have the sum of 2 logarithms, which I can express as a product. So then I can say log base b of x to the 4th, third root of y. If the bases are different, you can't do this. No. They have to have the same base. Okay? Try this. Go as far as you can. celebrate. You got me feeling so free. I wanna celebrate. Oh yeah, come on. Look at you, bro. Bruh. You could probably keep going.
Could I?
No, I'm thinking
I don't think you can.
you kind of could if you wanted to, but it would look ridiculous.
What would you do?
Well,
Oh, log base plus what?
that's another product.
Yeah.
And it should be what? Oh, no. No, this is not correct.
No?
This is not correct.
No?
No. I'll show you. So, you have to look at.
Other athletics thing.
And then I got $70.
Yeah.
Nice though.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
I used to love that number.
It's like one of the
I
buttons.
think I'm going now. You have to go really far. I got about
First step good?
Yep.
Okay.
Because you're multiplying the 25 and the y.
Oh, I see.
It's all the rules.
I see you. I like that. That was good. Okay. Next, ready?
No.
No, next step.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, now you can go. I'm trying to process.
Okay.
I see how you got that. Sorry.
But you can't see.
What?
Sally.
Oh yeah, I don't get how you got the.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
How come the log 525 and the log 5 y to the third aren't in like parentheses?
You mean like this?
Not like above that one.
Oh,
Here?
I fought it.
You could, but it's not necessary.
Oh, 25.
Because you'll have to understand, oh, the addition is going to end up being together, right?
Yeah, but if,
Is there
got
an
it
easier
right.
way to do that? Cause
No.
like, wouldn't it change it though? Because if you
And you know what? Just,
aren't you subtracting the log 5 y to the third too though?
yeah, but you're going to want to do the addition first in your mind. Because that's kind of together, isn't it, as one item? So whenever you go in reverse, because I know you're thinking reverse, aren't you now?
Wait, when you.
Yeah, and just so you know, when I was showing him one-on-one, I actually put the parentheses in there, but it's not, you should understand that if you have a plus, they're gonna be multiplied, which means they have to be together. And then this subtraction means you've got a denominator and then a numerator somewhere. That make sense?
Body unemotionally cut the two.
where'd you get the 2 from?
From right here.
And how'd you figure that out?
Well, this is saying, I have, what is the exponent on 5 that gives me 25?
Oh, 2.
That's where the 2 came from. Ah.
Until I was like, oh wait.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For yours. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if there is let's say you had a string of this, the subtraction piece is separating your numerator from your denominator. Then you're gonna have a complex fraction, which I doubt.
So like that would be on top, and then if you had like
Right, it would be a fraction within a fraction. And I don't think we're gonna go that far. Any questions on any part of this, please? Ask now, forever be confused.
Wait, can I forever understand why x square root of x is x to the power of 1?
It's the power over the root. So the power here is 1, and this is the square root, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Dallas. It's recording right now. Say hi to yourself.
Probably not gonna watch this, so I'm not gonna forget.
All right, try this now. I want you to condense this. Yeah, that was pretty simple, right? Go ahead and condense this. Go the other way. They will, and they'll be big. But once you have the idea down, you should be okay.
Wait, can we like multiply? Can we put them together when we condense it? No, or do you want to just like not put together?
Do you want to keep them as two separate?
Did you see it?
Okay. I got it.
Good.
I'm just gonna go out for the window.
Oh, I see you.
I love that line. That's great. Thanks.
What?
I see.
What was 25?
Log.
I don't understand.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Stop.
yeah.
No, because
Yeah.
log base 10 100 is 2. What 10 times 10?
Oh, because 25 and 4.
So, for those of people looking like deer in the headlights, this is log 25
4.
times 4, right?
Yeah.
So it ends up being log
100.
100.
Which you hit with
If I don't have a base, what is the base?
10.
10. So what exponent on 10 gives me 100? Okay? That's horrible. It shouldn't be a negative 4. That should just be a 4. Here, let's do this. That's better. Okay? I can change slide? Si, señor. Okay, try this. Try these. You can do it.
Oh, like put it together.
Yes, condense
Oh,
it,
we're
please.
condensing it?
Condense this. Condensation. No, you will not.
Yeah, 50 cents that I need.
Oh.
Are we done trying?
I got it.
So we just 7x plus 6 over x.
Ah.
Okay, you go now. Condense. Condensation, please. Condensation.
Easy. Miss Williams.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
This is. Why would you do this to me if you don't like me?
I love that.
Joy to the world. Hey, Scribner.
This is your
Did you send me an email about a review that you did and you didn't get credit for?
Yeah, but you fixed it.
Is this it? Does somebody have a review they don't have credit for, but they think they did it?
Let me see my handwriting.
I think so. good? Oh yeah. So let's start little bit by little, okay? So we've got ln x squared here plus ln x plus 5, and it's actually the third root of that, right? To the 1/3. Now this addition means I'm going to multiply the two quantities. So I've really got ln x squared 3 third root of x plus 5.
And then those are parentheses.
And yeah, if you want to do parentheses, more power to you. What's up?
Can we put parentheses between the x squared and the...
You know what? You can never be.
I did that.
Like with calculator usage, you're talking like this? Is that what you're saying?
In between the x squared.
So this is fine, or if you want to do even this and go x squared,
Yeah, that's what she meant.
Yeah.
third root of x plus 5,
I don't like how it looks.
that's all the same. Remember, there's all kinds of ways to express multiplication.
I prefer with the parentheses. I don't know why. But to me.
Yeah, whichever one you want to do. MATLAB should take them all. And if it doesn't like your version, then let me know, because then I'll be like, oh, you missed one.
Oh,
Alright.
yo, so you have just quoted it?
No. Oh, yeah, my favorite one. This is my most favorite.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. It's really cool. It's a log-based change formula. I think that everybody is used to. We're all very used to which base? Base 10, huh? So, like, let's say they gave you something. Oh, let's make this up. Log 2 of 20. I don't know, something like that. And for some reason, you just don't want to mess with log base 2. Now, right now, in this time, this isn't a big deal, as big deal as it was when I was in college. Because in college, we didn't have that log base thing I showed you guys, remember, in math?
Yeah.
You go to your calculator, you go math, log base. We didn't have that. All we had was log. That button up front. And that is log base 10. What did we do? Well, we used the log base change formula. Because instead of plugging this into that one simple thing where it says what's the base, what's the answer, we had to split this using log base change. And all you're really doing is writing a fraction that kind of does this. Log of 20 over the log of 2.
And that's your answer?
And that is the same thing. So log base 2 of 20 is the same as log base 10 of 20 divided by log base 10 of 2. And now we can use our simple log button. Not that bad, huh? Pretty cool? Now what's the cool thing about this? The cool thing about this is, now that I'm at base 10, I can actually change that base to whatever I want. Maybe I don't want it to be a log base 2. Maybe I want 7 because that's my favorite number. Well, then I can convert that over to log base 7 of 20 over log base 7 of 2.
Did you want to make it something simpler than that?
Why do you get the base 7?
Because that's my favorite number.
But like,
Once I'm at base 10, I can convert to whatever base I want.
no, but like how, if you're gonna put that in a calculator.
It's so.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's just if you want to be silly and do stuff now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you would do this. This is much faster. And I'm telling you it's faster because my log button is right up top, right? Hey, Chris Gaines, see you later. So if I want to use my log button, it's right up front. See that right here? I don't have to go into math and then scroll all the way down to...
It's like 11. Oh, wait.
Oh my god.
Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll go the other way. Yeah, so I don't have to go all the way there. Do this. Here, we'll do one. What do you have? Log base 220?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So log base 220. Cool, right? Now let's try this. Log 20 divided by log 2, close. Check this out.
Same deal.
I did it wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't close it.
Uh-huh. Fraction.
Log, no, because that's not how we used to do it. Close that, divide by log 2, close that. There's my 4.32. Yes, but we didn't have alpha, whatever, beta, gamma,
Alpha, Y
delta,
Alpha, Y
upsilon.
Mu alpha beta.
Let's see here.
What? this stay
section.
wait, why does this stay the same?
Well, stop and.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like why would it change? Why would it stay the same if the base changed?
Wait, where'd you get the 7 from?
You just
Because they're ratios, right?
yeah.
So regardless of how you change the base, should the ratio between 20 and 2 still remain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There you
that
go.
makes sense.
These are fractions, right? Ratios. I could do whatever the heck I want. Here, let me go this. Second entry. What's your favorite number?
I like 6.
You like 6?
Yeah.
500.
7 is my favorite number, but I like 6.
You
too.
would pick something like that. My favorite number is 542. They will never give that to me on a jersey. Okay, now that's it. I don't have anything else.
Does that have like?
Wait, why is it the same answer?
The formula?
Because
There's really
the
no
bases are the
formula.
same, so it shouldn't change.
Oh, what makes it nice, just because we're on that topic, if I ever wanted to do ln, right? I want to switch over to that natural log. I could do that. Check it out. ln 20 divided by ln 2. What should this be? 4.3219. Oh my god. Say that one more time.
No, it's the log rate. It's the log rate.
Why is it the same even with LN?
Because
Because
Alan
ln is simply log base e.
that's all it is.
So instead of putting a number like a whole number, like 6 or 7, we put in 2.71 blah 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 blah
And
blah.
what is E supposed to
2.71
represent?
blah 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 blah.
2.71
All you need is 2.71. All you need is 2.
But E cancels out LN.
Bye, you.